Okay, let's spend a little bit of time talking about our forecast heading into this weekend. Now, thankfully, things are pretty quiet at the moment. It's still hot, still humid. Of course, Felicia's been letting us know that out there in the 80s, and yes, the humidity is still a concern. Some locations still into the 70s. The big question is, when we get these clusters of thunderstorms that are developing across the Midwest, they may come through tomorrow during the peak heating of the day, and that could lead to the chance for some strong storms. Some of those storms could contain some gusty winds. Here's the storm threat that we're watching. Now, this is for tomorrow. I mentioned that we may see some storms develop farther to the north and west today if those hold together even during the overnight, because we still have plenty of humidity and energy in the atmosphere. But as we heat back up tomorrow, they may be across central and northern parts of Indiana. I'm going to show you future track 13, and I've zoomed out a little bit, but let me caution you when you look at this. Don't necessarily pay attention to exacts. Don't pay attention to exact location and exact timing. I want you to see the overall pattern of what develops. We'll have some storms develop to our west. This may continue to push through and bring us a chance for showers and storms during the overnight through early morning. And then here's that cluster of storms that I said may develop farther to our north and west sometime today. Even through early morning, it's still holding together along the Mississippi River Valley, and then may continue to push through parts of Illinois and then into Indiana by midday. This is when our temperatures will be approaching their peak. The big concern, or the big question that we have as meteorologists, is how much of that's going to hold together, and will the timing be just right that we get that during the peak heating of the day? That could lead to the possibility of some of these storms producing some pretty gusty winds. Could rule out some other factors as well, and I'll show you those here in just a minute. And this is going to be wave after wave of these storms through this weekend. So another round of storms may redevelop and move through sometime Saturday night and then into Sunday afternoon as well. And then we may do this again even into Sunday night and into Monday. So the real takeaway there is that this is going to be wave after wave of showers and storms, clusters of storms. But if they line up with that peak heating, we could have a concern for some high winds within some of those storms. Tornado and hail threat is going to be on the lower side, but it's not zero. We can't rule it out. And it's so humid that any storms that come through are going to produce some pretty heavy rain. And if things line up just right, you may get a lot of heavy rain in a short amount of time. That could lead to a flooding concern. After that, we get into this warmer pattern. From the 80s, we go up into the 90s by next week. The long-range forecast is for temperatures to stay on the warmer side. I know there's a lot of red on this, but it's for good reason. Tomorrow, the chance for storms. The 3 days next week where those temperatures bump up into the 90s with the humidity that's in place, this could be a concern for heat index values that are going to be over 100. It's going to feel much warmer.